What up, everybody? Bam, and welcome to Wolf King's Vids. All right, so we got the story today is this. We got Rev William Owens talking to Tea Party news host from the Capitol Hill show. They're gonna go back and forth with like talking about gay marriage. The Reverend is gonna give a good Christian response to the whole gay movement. Listen.
Talk to people around the country, I always hear support for traditional marriage, and yet the gay movement continues to march on. Some in the legislature, mostly in the courts. Have we gone to a place where we can't turn back, or can common sense prevail once again?
We can't turn back, but what it's going to take another civil rights movement to reclaim our rights, and we must be willing to suffer, we must be willing to die, we must be willing to go to jail. That's what it's going to take to turn around what these idiots have put in motion.
Okay, so that was Reverend William Owens with his response towards the gay movement that the people on the left that are promoting equality are the idiots. The ones who are seeking to, expand rights to people regardless of sexual orientation. But he's calling on a new civil rights movement that will be willing to go to jail, be willing to die to keep gay people from, being treated equally under the law. What the fuck? What is that? I mean, first of all, if you're not gay, if you're not gay, it's not gonna affect you. I mean, it's not no one. I mean, what are you essentially doing with fighting this law? I mean, you're if you're not gay, and if you're not gonna marry a gay person, it's not gonna really affect you all that much. I mean, you have the right to marry whoever you want. I mean, as long as you're two consenting adults, it doesn't matter. And speaking of consenting adults, it extends well beyond the whole marriage thing. I mean, there's a bunch of important things that go into like gay couples being treated equally under the law. Things like inheritance, being able to adopt, things with regarding the will, or if like a spouse gets sick or hurt and stuff, like what are you gonna, like do for them if they get into a situation, and like are you gonna be like the person who makes the decision if they stay on life support or not, stuff like this. It extends well beyond that. This is basic human rights we're talking about, and it is so interesting that we have a black Christian preacher talking about this stuff, and he believes the Bible to be absolute when it comes to this whole like gay marriage thing. Yeah, we all I bet he's read Leviticus, but it's amazing he's willing to use the Bible to justify his non-acceptance of gay people, but he doesn't focus on the history. Like, I mean, the Bible was also used to encourage slavery of African Americans. It was used to justify the slavery in North America at that time, and also the exploitation of the continent of Africa. I mean, you could take bits and pieces, like for example, Colossians tell the slaves to obey your masters, and also there's a part in it that says it gives you regulations on how bad you can beat the slave. If you beat the slave hard enough that you kill the slave, you'd be in trouble. But if you beat the slave and the slave survives and gets up after a day or two, there's no punishment. These are things that actually see that. But you won't hear people like this guy, or like G-Man for that matter, actually, or Veckel, actually bring this stuff up. And speaking of which, just disregarding them though, but I was actually in a Google Hangout with hosted by Ben Relaxed Atheist, right? And we were discussing secular reasons for why gay marriage should be illegal. And for the opposition that was in there for about as long as I was in there, because I was going to see Transformers in a little while after that, there was Tommy Hall. Now, Tommy, I'm dude is like an extreme nut. He's batshit crazy, but I could have a but we could have a civil conversation. We could have our back and forth. We could disagree, but it's not like we're gonna call names or anything. But he was just for his opposition, he gave all of the most ridiculous Rick Santorum-esque right wing bullshit excuses, and like if like I'm just gonna throw this one out here. Like with two guys or two women loving each other, I could like love a pig. I mean, that's stupid. You how could Drew love trying to marry a pig be like legitimate? Like, it's between two consenting adults, you jackass. It's not like you can make a ridiculous strawman up like that and see that you can try to get that passed or anything. Really, it's a matter of people recognizing that America is changing. It's becoming more progressive. There's barely any reason to actually focus on this type of thought anymore. I mean, we're experiencing a new wave of reason. All right, it's like we're transitioning to a society that is expanding resources to where more people could actually live happier life for the human condition. That's what happened. I mean, like it's like with a person like Donald Sterling, who I didn't bring up in my vlog. I wanted to, but I just didn't want to focus on it because it was too obvious to deal with him. He was bad shit. But like the point is with him is like he's an old racist. Emphasis on old. Like that generation of old ignorant racists, they're dying out. They're getting thinner and thinner. The same thing goes for this whole anti-gay movement thing. It's given the fact that it's close to like I believe 20 states that I think can accept gay marriage. I believe I probably have to check my results for that maybe, but yeah, for a large part, like, yeah, almost 20 states like accept gay marriage. So pretty much this is extending. So we just gotta fight the good fight for human rights and stuff like that. Keep fighting for the truth. That's progressive. That's rational. That's on the left. But that's my analysis on that for now. All right, this has been Wolf King. Peace out. If you like this video, comment, fave, subscribe, leave me your thoughts. See ya.